All right, hello everybody. We are going to be ranking an icon today. I love watching other people's opinions of this. This is going to be very subjective or objective. No, subjective. It's going to be very my opinion. Lady Gaga is one of my favorite artists of all time. So none of these is going to be a hate to her. The categories we have is iconic. I love this. I like this. I wouldn't skip over this one. These would be like, I would listen to them in context of like listening to the album all the way through, but I wouldn't necessarily probably go and listen to that exact song. And then we have, this one's not really for me. This has all of her unreleased songs in it too, so I'm not even going to make a category of I've never heard this before. I'm just not going to put them up here if I've never heard them before. And I think we're going to actually start from the bottom and go up because of that, because we're going to have a decent amount that I've never heard before. So, with that said, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I haven't heard that. Actually, is there anything else I want to say first? Let me think about this for a second. I think I just want to say, like I said, Lady Gaga is one of my favorite artists of all time. If I put one of your favorite songs lower on my list, this is just an opinion. You are not wrong. If it's one of your favorite songs, it's one of the best songs to you. I'm sure that I will rank something high that you wouldn't rank high. We just all have different opinions, and hopefully we can be respectful to each other. So, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, I have not heard. I don't really normally like Christmas music. However, Christmas Tree here, I want to say I actually would put this in I like this. I think used to back in the day, when I first heard it especially, it might have gone higher. But I am typically the type of person that likes to listen to an album all the way through. And that's not on an album, so I do have it on my phone, I guess, but like I said, I don't really like Christmas music either, so. But, especially, that's probably the only Christmas song by anyone that I actually like, so. The next song is The Cure. I don't know if I love The Cure. I definitely like it. But I don't know that I love it. Because I think I don't know. It might be in the lower end of Love This. Because I do really like it. I just don't listen to it that much, I think, because it's not on an album. And I sometimes forget that it even exists because of that. Die with a Smile. I don't like Bruno Mars. So maybe if he wasn't on there, I might like it. But I really do not like Bruno Mars. So no hate to anyone who likes him, but not really for me because of that alone. I think you're going to find that there won't be very much in this bottom category. I think. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a lot in it. I guess we'll see. Oh. Actually, I skipped a song here till It Happens to You. I want to say iconic. Her voice in that song is just so good. I haven't really been in the mood for slow songs in the last few years like that. Nothing to do with her, just me personally. But I really like that one. I do listen to that one quite a bit still. Blade of Grass. Mayhem is such a fun album. I really like it. So I think, do I put it in Love This or just I like it? I think I do like it. I'm tempted to put that in Love This though, because it is really good. We may end up doing some rearranging later on, if appropriate, but we'll see. The Beast. I'm definitely going to put that one on I like it. I know I like it, but I don't think I would say that's in the I love this category. Oh, I am going to try to put it in order too. So like I like this, that would be the order of those three songs for me personally. So, Shadow of a Man. Honestly, maybe that's in the top of I Like This. I should probably move Blade of Grass to the bottom of Love This. Because Shadow of a Man, I think I would put in I Like This. Kill for Love. Is that one of the deluxe edition songs? Hold on just a second. Let me look this song up. Okay, I did just go listen to it to verify, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the deluxe edition songs. I honestly thought there would be better. I think it's because the later you get into Mayhem, this makes sense, I guess, for me, actually. It makes it look worse than it actually is going to be, though. But yeah, Kill for Love, I think I'd put at the top of I Like This for now. Don't Call Tonight. I'm going to put that in I Love This. But I think I'm going to put it above Blade of Grass. How Bad Do You Want Me? I think I'm going to put it below Don't Call Tonight, but above Blade of Grass. And I know that's going to be a little controversial because some people would definitely put that in Iconic. And I think most people would probably put it above Don't Call Tonight. But should I move The Cure down actually now? I think I'm going to put The Cure between Blade of Grass and How Bad Do You Want Me? Okay. Love Drug. Yeah, here we go. This is when we're picking up on the album here. It's going to go into I Love This. I think for the other albums, I'm going to start at the beginning and move to the end, but I'm going to do the albums in that way. This might be controversial. Well, actually, no, I don't think I would skip over it. I don't think I would ever go look up The Dead Dance. But I think that the music video I did enjoy, but the song itself for me, it was fine. As a single, I didn't really personally love it the most. But I understand why she did that. And that's her choice to make. I'm not like shaming her for that or anything. Yeah. It's okay. I would listen to it in context of the album. Zombie Boy. Actually, hold on. I wanted to listen to a part of the song really quick just to verify exactly where I wanted to place it. And Zombie Boy I'm going to put into Iconic. I don't think I have too much else to say for that. Killa, though, I'm going to put that at the top of Iconic. Out of everything here, that's my favorite so far. I think the song itself would do that anyways, but I really enjoyed her SNL performance of it. It was so chaotic. It was also no surprise considering how her whole career has been. She's just so thoughtful about her performances, and I feel like she just constantly does stuff that's so unique and interesting, you know? Vanish Into You. I'm gonna put that in I Like This, below Christmas Tree, but above The Beast. Is that controversial? I don't know. And then Can't Stop the High. Oh, that's one of the deluxe edition ones. I'm not as familiar with the deluxe edition, so let me just verify that song again just to make sure I put it in the right spot. Okay. Now that I gave it a quick listen to a part of it that I needed to verify, I am going to put it in the top of I Like This. I like that. I do like it. Honestly, we have mostly Mayhem here so far, and I'm kind of surprised how it's not evenly spread because it's obviously more towards the top than the bottom, but I'm kind of surprised how spread out it is. Perfect Celebrity. I'm gonna put that in Love This, but behind Love Drug and above Blade of Grass. I know that's some people's favorite song on the album. Actually, I think that I've seen every song here have someone say it's their favorite on the album, so someone's gonna get mad at me no matter what. But Garden of Eden. I'm gonna put that at the top of Love This, I think. I'm trying to make Iconic a more iconic tier and have it be a little bit more special. There's obviously so many songs by her that I love. Abracadabra, I mean, the music video alone, right? Like, it's one of her most iconic songs she's ever made. No shade to any other song, obviously. Like, yeah. She just produces gold time and time again. And then Disease, that is going to go in iconic, I think, too. But I think this one will be below Till It Happens to You and above Zombie Boy. Well, maybe above Till It Happens to You. Yeah, I like that. I wonder if anyone's going to get mad at me for putting Till It Happens to You there. Is that a fan favorite? I don't really know. Technically, I did listen to all the songs on Harley Quinn. I just don't remember them anymore. But I think because I've listened to them, I have to put them all in. Not really for me, right? Like, that genre is just not really for me. So, like, I get why they exist, you know. I am happy that she is able to explore the different sounds that she wants and just make whatever music, you know, that she wants to make. I think, at least. I know that sometimes the record labels can still try to force her and any artist to do things they don't want to do, but this is going to take just a second here. I should have known going into it that I wasn't going to like this album just because of the genre of it, but it was like, I think it came right out, or like near the time of Disease, or like maybe right after Disease or something, right? So I was hoping, but yeah. What do you do? Anyways, let's go ahead and start at the beginning of Chromatica and then work down that way. Alice, that is going to go in iconic. I think above Till It Happens to You, but below Disease. Maybe above Disease. I think above Disease. Stupid Love. I think it's going to maybe go in iconic as well. But if it does, it'll be the bottom, or maybe above Zombie Boy. I think it's the bottom. I do like that song. It's really iconic. Rain on Me is definitely iconic. Every time it rains outside, I think of that song. I think I'm going to put it above Killa, but below Abracadabra. Free Woman. I will put Free Woman above Kill for Love and below Can't Stop the High. I think that's going to be controversial. Honestly, I think I'm going to have a lot of controversial takes on Chromatica. But that's no hate to her. Fun Tonight. I will put that, and I like this as well, but I think with Free Woman there. 911. I do love it. I don't think I would quite say it's iconic, though. I think I might put this at the top of Love This. I like how there's almost nothing really below here other than it's just more of that genre is not for me. It's nothing with the album itself. Plastic Doll. I think it's more of I wouldn't skip over it in terms of the album, but I don't think I would specifically look that song up. Is Sour Candy a fan favorite? I don't think I've ever really heard a monster talk about Sour Candy on Twitter or anything. I'm gonna put it, I like that this ends up being every other, but that's not intentional. Do I want it to be above Disease or below? I think above Disease. Sour Candy, So sweet, then I get a little angry. I really do like that song. Enigma. I wouldn't skip over it, but I wouldn't specifically look that song up either. The same with Replay. Honestly, I don't have an opinion of these songs here to rate them between each other. Like, they're all about here. Like, obviously, they're all near each other on the album, so, like, if I'm listening to the album, it's fine. But I honestly don't find myself listening to this album all the way through, which I normally do with albums, just because there's so many songs here in a row that's like that for me. I'm gonna rate 1,000 Doves there as well. Babylon, though, I'm gonna put in Love This, I think. And I'm gonna put it behind Garden of Eden and above Don't Call Tonight, I think. Is there anything here that I want to move up? One of these, which one is it that I listen to more? I can tell by the way I've ordered it on my phone. Let me see. This is going to be a very long video, by the way. Chromatica. Because there's so many songs here. Okay, that's the one that I listen to more. So Sign From Above I do listen to more. So I'm going to move that up, but probably above Christmas Tree and behind Shadow of a Man. Not that much, just a little bit. Okay. Next album is the A Star Is Born soundtrack. Okay. La Vie en Rose. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I wouldn't skip over it. But it's fine. Shallow is iconic. I know that it is kind of overplayed, a lot of people might say, but it has like personal meanings to me too. So I think that helps a lot. I think if I didn't have personal ties to it, it might be more overplayed to me. Music to My Eyes. Isn't that Bradley Cooper? I don't think I feel like I normally skip that one, honestly. I'm going to put Die With A Smile at the bottom because if any of these others came on, I wouldn't like get up and leave the room. But if Die With A Smile came on, I would get up and leave the room just because I really don't like Bruno Mars. Always Remember Us This Way. Honestly, iconic. Just above Till It Happens to You, below Disease. I like that. Dig in My Grave. And that one's not really for me. I'm pretty sure that's one of the Bradley Cooper songs. No hate to him or that album or anything. I just normally skip over those. Look What I Found. I can't tell you that song off the top of my head, but I feel like that's one of the ones I normally listen to when I'm listening to the album. Heal Me. That's one of them too that if the album's on, I listen to it, but I don't specifically, I don't know what love is. I would listen to it if the album was on, but I wouldn't specifically look up that song either. Is That Alright? This one, to me, this is going to be an interesting take, I know. I'm going to put a behind Kill It and iconic. So far, Mayhem has 4 songs in iconic, Chromatica has 4 songs in iconic, and the Star Is Born soundtrack has 3 songs in iconic. That's a pretty decent spread. Why did you do that? I'm gonna have to put it in iconic, I think. Damn, why'd you look so good in those jeans? I'm sorry, it kind of is iconic to me. I know it's supposed to be basic in the movie or whatever, and it's supposed to be like the character's like sellout song or whatever, but like, I don't know. I really like it. Hair, Body, Face. Actually, I'm gonna put this in. I wouldn't skip this. I'm gonna move Heal Me up to the bottom of I Like This. Actually, I'll probably move this one up to the bottom of I Like This as well. Before I Cry. I wouldn't skip it. I'll Never Love Again. I'll put that in I Like This, but I will put it probably at the top of I Like This. I really love that movie. So I'm kind of surprised actually in this tier list that it didn't do better. I guess just because the songs that are iconic to me are so iconic to me. Does every album have 4 songs so far in this? Yeah, I think so. Anyways. Love for Sale. I obviously don't like that genre really. And I didn't ever listen to that one. Other than I think I might have listened to one song, but I honestly can't even tell you what it was, so I can't put it in the one category. Now, art pop. I think that a lot of the unreleased songs before this I'm going to know already. But some of these unreleased songs I'm not going to know. Anyways, though, Aura. I'm going to put this one in I Love This, I think. And I'm going to put it maybe at the top of I Love This. Venus. That's iconic to me. But it's going to be above Stupid Love and below Zombie Boy. GY. I'm going to put that in I Love This, but I'm going to put it above The Cure and behind How Bad Do You Want Me? And then we have Sex Dreams. This one might be a little controversial. I'm going to put Sex Dreams, I think, an iconic. I really like the spoken intro of this song. I can't believe I'm telling you this, but I've had a couple drinks and oh my god, I love that. So I think I'm gonna put it between Alice and Sour Candy. That feels right. Jewels and Drugs. I feel like this would be most people's least favorite on art pop, but I don't think it is my least favorite. I do like it, but I don't think I would say I love it. I think I'm gonna put it below Christmas Tree and above Vanish Into You. And anyone who loves Vanish Into You is gonna be really mad about that, I think, but R.I.P. Sorry in advance. Okay, Manicure. Manicure, I do love it, I think. And I'm gonna put it behind The Cure and above Love Drug. No. Behind Love Drug and above Perfect Celebrity. That feels right. Wait, why did I skip Joanne? I'll go back to Joanne after art pop. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, art pop itself. I'm gonna put it above Blade of Grass, below Perfect Celebrity. Swine. Swine, I'm gonna put it at the top of I Love This. I'm almost tempted to put it into iconic. When we wrap up art pop here, I'll reevaluate anything that I might need to change. Donatella. I'm gonna put that in I Love This behind art pop and above Blade of Grass. Fashion. I think honestly the pre-fame version of Fashion, which is a completely different song, I think that song kind of ruins this song for me. Not ruins it, but like the other one I like a lot more. So this version of Fashion I'm going to put behind the Beast and above Heal Me, I think. And I like this. Mary Jane Holland. I am going to put that one in the top of Not Really For Me. That's going to be really controversial, I think. I don't know if that's anyone's like favorite art pop song, but I do know a lot of people really like it. I just don't. I don't know why. I really don't though. Dope. It's kind of iconic, but I think behind Stupid Love and above Why Did You Do That? Gypsy. I just realized Do What You Want's not here. Right? Yeah. That's weird that they didn't at least have the Christina Aguilera version. Unless it's in one of the red ones. But I don't think so. That's an interesting choice. Well, Do What You Want would have been iconic. Gypsy. I do love it. I think. But where? I think behind Manicure and above Perfect Celebrity. And then Applause. I'm going to put that in iconic, but not as high as you would think. I think I'm going to put it above Dope and behind Stupid Love. And then any of these do I know? Princess Di I do know. I would say I think that it goes in I Love This, but I think I'm going to put it behind Love Drug and above Manicure. Any of these others have I heard? I might have heard Party Nauseous. Let me verify real quick. I think I heard like a version of it, but not like the most recent leak online, at least. I'm not going to rate that because I just heard part of it for the first time. I didn't even hear the whole thing, so. Let me see. Anything else here that I know? Burqa, I had heard that. Was it controversial? I feel like I liked it more than Aura. Because it's like almost the same song, I think. I mean, I know there's differences, but... yeah. Brooklyn Nights. I would put that in I Like This. And I would put it, I think maybe in between Kill for Love and Shadow of a Man. Which I think is going to be really controversial. I feel like a lot of people really like that one. But that's okay. We all have different opinions. A Diamond Heart. Honestly, I don't know. I think Joanne's going to, before we even get into this, I feel like Joanne's going to probably not be as high as some of the other albums. I'm not mad. Like, I'm glad that the album happened. I'm glad it existed. There's a lot of really good songs on it. I'm just going to guess that some of these songs won't be as high. I think I'm going to put this one I'll put in I Love This, I think, and I will put it behind Gypsy and above Perfect Celebrity. Ayo, I will put in, I think I Love This above Blade of Grass and behind Donatella. Joanne. It's honestly just like too sad. Can't listen to it. I always skip that one. Not really for me. I don't know. Something about it. I think it might just be too sad or something. I don't know. John Wayne. That is not spelled correctly. LOL. I wonder if whoever made this realizes that. I'm sure they do. John Wayne. To me, John Wayne is going to be nothing less than iconic. I'm going to put it behind Killa and above. Is that alright? And then Dancing in Circles is also going to be iconic. But where? I think behind Sour Candy and above Disease. And then A Perfect Illusion. That's going to be iconic too. That was a moment for me when that came out. But I'm going to put this one above Zombie Boy and below Till It Happens to You. A Million Reasons is going to be iconic, of course. I think it's been a little bit too overplayed for me personally, though, so I'm going to put it behind Disease and above Always Remember Us This Way. When it came out, it would have been higher, but like I said, it's a little bit overplayed for me at this point. Obviously not too overplayed, otherwise I wouldn't have it in the iconic tag category still. I do really enjoy the song still. It just did lower it a little bit for me. A Sinner's Prayer. I do like it. I'll put it at the top if I like this, actually. Come to Mama. I think I'm going to put this behind Sinner's Prayer, and I like this. Actually, maybe even at the bottom of I Love This. I do really love that song. Hey Girl. This is... I love Florence and the Machine. I obviously love Lady Gaga. But this one is not really for me. I don't know why. Angel Down. Okay. I really wish they had the work tape version or whatever the other one is that's on the deluxe edition of Joanne. Because they would actually have different ratings for me. I know that the idea of the song isn't to be Christian, but it's a little too religious-y for me. And I think because of that, it's also in Not Really for me. Grigio Girls is also going to be Not Really for me, but I'm gonna put it at the... I'm gonna put it above All of Harley Quinn and below Digging My Grave. No hate to it or anyone that likes it. I did warn you before we even got into Joanne that this was going to happen. Just Another Day. Honestly, I think this might be the top of Love This. I'm almost venturing to put it in iconic. I really like that song. Okay. Wow, we're on Born This Way now. Marry the Night. I think that because of the music video alone, I have to put it in iconic. But I think I'm going to put it above Why Did You Do That and behind Dope. But it is iconic. I really like Marry the Night. Born This Way. Also iconic, but I'm going to put it just above Marry the Night. Which I think is probably going to be controversial. I don't know. Government Hooker. I feel like this is going to show my age because I feel like Born This Way is going to do better than some of the other albums. I think her first album is going to do the best, though. Anyways, Government Hooker. Maybe above Blade of Grass and behind Ayo. I don't know why I said Ayo that way. Judas, definitely iconic. But how iconic? Honestly, when it first came out, that was one of my most listened to songs of all time at the time, according to Last.fm, because I used that to track all my plays. That way I could tell things like that. And it quickly became, like, overpassed everything else. So... okay. Americano. I'm gonna put this in iconic too, but I'm gonna put this actually maybe above Disease. No, maybe above Till It Happens to You and behind Always Remember Us This Way. Hair. I do love Hair. I'm gonna put that at the top if I love this. Did every album get 4 songs in iconic? I didn't do that on purpose. Born This Way already has 4 songs in iconic, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more, so Born This Way will be the first one to break that out of the ones we've done here. Shiza. Probably behind Sinner's Prayer and above I'll Never Love Again. I think for me, I understand why it's so iconic to so many people, and I do really enjoy the song, but I also think it bothers me that the German parts are fake. I think since I learned German, it's bothered me more. I think the song used to be higher before I learned German, and now that I learned German, I'm like... But I do like it, though. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Where am I going to put you? I think I'm going to put you behind Diamond Heart and above Perfect Celebrity. I do really love Bloody Mary. Black Jesus, Almond Fashion. I wouldn't skip over it, but that was one of them that I never would like specifically seek out. I'm pretty sure that was one of them on the deluxe edition too, right? Maybe I'm making that up. Bad Kids. Honestly, maybe at the bottom of iconic. I really do like that song. Fashion of His Love. That is going to go just above Black Jesus Almond Fashion, and I wouldn't skip over this one. But I also wouldn't look that one up. Highway Unicorn. Honestly, I think in iconic as well. Heavy Metal Lover. Heavy Metal Lover. Where's that one gonna go? I think in between The Cure and Love Drug. That feels right. Electric Chapel. I think I'm gonna put that, and I like it, above Shiza and below Sinner's Prayer. I do like that song. The Queen, I am gonna put below Black Jesus Almond Fashion, and I wouldn't skip over this one. You and I is iconic, but how iconic? I think below Applause and above Dope. And then The Edge of Glory, I think might go above John Wayne and below Killa. Okay, and then there was 2 extras, weren't there? Where are they? Oh, they're there. Oh, there's a couple extras. I don't know what Earthquake and Changing Skies is, though. Honestly, this tier list is like the gold mine for like names of these songs that you can go look them up then. I will definitely be doing that at some point. Stuck on Fucking You, though. I wouldn't skip over it, but I would never search it, I don't think, either. I'll put that at the top of that, though. And then Living on the Radio, I think probably in the same boat. I don't know, maybe I do like Living on the Radio, though. I could see myself looking that up, but I'm going to put that at the bottom. Because it wouldn't be very likely that I would look it up and listen to just that song. It's also like kind of hard to find, and you can only, I think, find live versions of it. Anyways, The Fame Monster, Bad Romance is iconic. Is it the top, or has Abracadabra finally overtaken it after all these years? Honestly, I feel like Abracadabra might have overtaken it for me personally after all these years. And that's saying a lot. Alejandro is going to be iconic, and it is going to go above Sour Candy and behind Sex Dreams. Monster is going to probably go in iconic, above Million Reasons and behind Disease. Speechless is going to go into I Love This, and it's going to go in between How Bad Do You Want Me and Don't Call Tonight. Dance in the Dark is going to go in I Love This above Perfect Celebrity and behind Bloody Mary, and I already know that that's going to make a lot of people very mad. It's in I Love This, though. That's still a pretty good category to go in. Yeah, I mean, I do love the song. It's just, that's where it falls for me. Telephone. This one is iconic, but it will go above You and I, but below Applause, I think. No, maybe in between You and I and Dope. And then next up is So Happy I Could Die. That one is an iconic for me. I really do like that one. I'm gonna put that one in between Zombie Boy and Venus, I think. And then Teeth. This is one that I see a lot of her fans will specifically say that this is one of the, I've seen a lot of people say this is the only song they don't like. So, I feel like a lot of people would put it down here. However, for me, Teeth. Where do I want to put Teeth? Honestly, this is going to be super controversial, and I do apologize in advance, but it's going to go above Kill It and Behind Shadow for me. It's always been one of my favorite songs on The Fame Monster. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion. But that's okay. I'm okay with having an unpopular opinion. Okay. Now, the unreleased songs from this album. Some of these I'd actually never heard of before, so it's definitely, like I said earlier, some stuff to look up for later. Future Love, I have heard. Let me verify the song again just to jog my memory. Okay, yes. That is exactly what I thought it was. I just wanted to make sure. Future Love, for me, I would put in... I love this, I think, and I would put it above Garden of Eden and behind 911. I really did like that song. It's really awesome. And then No Way, I do like that one too. Honestly, it might be an iconic for me personally. Around that era, I remember hearing Bad Romance way before it came out because it had leaked online. And same with Alejandro. And I think maybe Telephone. And maybe Monster. I feel like a lot of the album leaked online. But anyways, I was looking up her pre-Fame album songs at that time because I had been obsessed with the Fame, listened to it so much. I'm like, I gotta find more. I found more. And so, I'm surprised I don't know more, but I guess some of them will probably be under the Fame. Just Dance. I'm gonna put it in iconic, but I'm gonna put it behind No Way and above Bad Kids. It just feels like a completely different era for me, or a completely different world to me, honestly. Love Game. This was the first song that I learned every word to for some reason. I really loved the song when it came out. Love Game, I'm gonna put an iconic, I think above Teeth and behind Shadow. Paparazzi, I will put an iconic, I think. I am going to put it above John Wayne and behind The Edge of Glory. Poker Face, I will put in iconic, above Love Game and below Shallow. AA, Nothing Else I Can Say, I will put in... I love this, I think, and I will put it in between Blade of Grass and Come to Mama. And Beautiful Dirty Rich, I will put in I Love This, and I will put it in between The Cure and Heavy Metal Lover. The Fame, I will put in I Love This, and I will put it above Swine and behind Just Another Day. Money Honey, I will put above Hair at the top of I Love This. Starstruck, I will put in between Art Pop and Donatella, and I Love This. Boys, 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 I will put in iconic, and I will put it above Monster and behind Aziz. Paper Gangsta, I will put behind Money Honey and above Hair. For some reason, I always really liked that one. Brown Eyes, to me it's kind of iconic. I don't know, for some reason I really liked that one. I Like It Rough. I will put that one above Princess Di and behind Love Drug. Summer Boy, Summer Boy, I will put above Babylon and behind Garden of Eden. And then Disco Heaven, I will put think at the top of I Love This. For some reason, I've always really loved that one. Vanity. Honestly, I'm going to put this one on Iconic. And I think I'm going to put Vanity behind Teeth and above Killa. I really liked that one. And technically, it actually isn't unreleased. I mean, like, you can't get it anymore. But it came out on, like, I think Rhapsody, right? As, like, an exclusive single or something like that. And, like, the cover art is the Fame cover art. Obviously, it didn't end up getting released on the Fame. Actually, isn't there, like, demo versions of the Fame that got sent out to people that had Vanity on it, I think? Something like that. Anyways. We Are Plastic. I feel like I might have heard, but I don't remember it. And if I did, I only heard it, like, once. So I don't feel like I've heard it enough to judge that one. Dirty Ice Cream, though. That one is iconic. I think above Dope and behind Telephone. And then we have Musicland, no. Retrosexual. Let me hear Retrosexual again. I think I heard that one enough to rate it. Yeah, I just did a search on YouTube and you can't find it anymore, or at least currently, so I can't really rate that one, I guess. I feel like I've heard it, but I don't remember it now. Rock Show, iconic. But like probably above Always Remember Us This Way and behind Million Reasons. And Filthy Pop, I can't remember it now off the top of my head though. I wonder if I can find that one on YouTube. Okay, I don't know how I forgot that one, honestly. That one's really good. Where is it again? Filthy Pop. I will put that in I Love This, and I will put it behind, and above the Fame, but behind Just Another Day. And then Glitter and Grease. I'm gonna put it in I Like This behind Christmas Tree. That's gonna be a little controversial too for those who know it, but for me, I'd like to think of it that the easiest way I can explain this without making anyone mad. You know, like when a song gets remixed by like a random DJ or something, oftentimes they will like make a 3-minute song 8 minutes and then put like a couple things on loop the entire song. And like, I don't know, I don't really like remixes because of that. A lot of remixes do that. I've recently found remixes that don't do that, and I really like remixes when they don't do that. Anyways, this is like a kind of a mix between those, like where I love it and don't love it. I feel like Glitter and Grease Around, Glitter and Grease Around, I feel like the chorus does that a little too much for me to rate it any higher. Yeah. No hate to it or anyone else, but Fashion, the other one that I talked about earlier, this one's an iconic, but I think above Brown Eyes. And then Fooled Me Again, yeah, that one's really good. I think honestly maybe Under Hair and above Just Another Day. Fancy Pants. I will put that and I Love This, and I will put it above Summer Boy. And then Shake Your Kitty. I will put that one above AA. Wonderful. That one's good. I'll put that one above I Like It Rough. It is really good. In the I Love This category. Broken Drum Machine, I didn't hear that one. Second Time Around. That one's gonna go in iconic. Is this gonna be controversial? Honestly, I think it might go between Shallow and Rain on Me. It's one of those songs, if you listen back to it, especially for the time it came out, I could have seen that easily be number one. I feel like they really missed an opportunity there. And I mean, maybe it even could now, I don't know. But at the time, especially, that could have been number one. That was the sound at the time, but not in like a I'm copying it way, in like an innovative way. To me, at least. Freak Show. I'm gonna put it between Shake Your Kitty and AA. Blueberry Kisses. I'm gonna put it at the top of I wouldn't skip over this one. If it was on the album, I wouldn't skip it, but I don't think I would ever specifically look that one up. And then Let Love Down. That one's gonna go probably above Fancy Pants and behind Garden of Eden. And then Retro Physical. That one's gonna go and I Love This behind Paper Gangsta and above Hair. And then Retro Dance Freak will go probably at the top of I Love This. And then Again will go probably behind AA and above Come to Mama. And then everything else here I haven't heard before. Oh, maybe that isn't Love for Sale. Maybe that's actually Cheek to Cheek. I said that earlier, but did they not include Love for Sale in this tier list? I have noticed a lot of people not include Love for Sale when mentioning her past discography. I've seen that a lot recently. I'm pretty sure that actually is Cheek to Cheek and Love for Sale is not here. That's an interesting choice. And this is updated obviously recently because Mayhem's on here, so. Anyways, I think they updated it from after Chromatica, and then they didn't update it when Love for Sale came out, and then they updated it for Mayhem, but they only added Mayhem and not Love for Sale. That's funny. Anyways, let me know what your guys' differences are. Let's do one last look here. I will let you look at the screen for a second if you want to pause it and look at it at all or anything. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that we can be respectful to each other in the comments and stuff. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know. I will scroll down a little bit so you can see the rest of that's basically the rest of it. The only line you can't see at the bottom is Harley Quinn and then Die for a Smile at the bottom because of Bruno Mars. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your differences are. I'm only going to do this with artists that I really like their discography. There's actually not that much lower on the list. Almost all of it's pretty high. I kind of expected that though. Lady Gaga is one of my favorite artists. Especially at the beginning with the Fame, how much of her unreleased discography is even in Iconic and in I Love This is iconic. I mean, I know that's just for me. Not everyone feels that way. But I feel like her unreleased discography of that era especially is really loved by a lot of people. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I will see you later. Hopefully you like this, and bye.